Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Israel in Style. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh, and I'm here to give you guys the latest updates on Israeli fashion, culture, and lifestyle. Every week, we bring you guys a variety of different guests to show you guys just a little glimpse of what Israel has to offer, and this week is no different. I want to kick off today's show with a little arts and crafts, but with a twist. Now, I'm sure all of you hardworking men and women out there don't have too much free time on your hands to pick up some paint, brushes, and a canvas and spend the night painting away, right? Well, to be perfectly honest, I do have the time and I still don't do it. But what if I told you there's a company out there that brings the paint party straight to your door, literally? My first guest with me today is Nina Brenner, the founder of the Paint Party Events, and she's here to tell us all about it.
Hi.
Hi, Nina. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here because, you know, I've heard actually about the Paint Party Events, not even from you, actually, from other people who have experienced it or, you know, heard about it. And I just want to know a little bit more about the process. So how did you first get involved in this? How did you found it?
So I started teaching art classes when I first made Aliyah. I'm from Florida. I started teaching groups, teenagers, adults. At the time, I actually was living in Ramat Beit Shemesh.
Oh.
And yeah, and it was a very cool activity there.
Yeah.
In fact, what's really cool is, like, you know, as an Olim, like, I didn't know the language. I was able to do something where I didn't necessarily have to struggle with the language.
100%.
So we did teen night, we did, you know, ladies' night, and it was just teaching art at first, teaching painting. And then during that process, I kind of figured out a way where I can teach anybody at pretty much any age and groups how to paint anything in under 2 hours.
So it's under 2 hours. Each party, paint party event is under 2 hours.
Correct.
And so you said that you're teaching them how to paint. You're not bringing them a picture and being like, paint this. You're teaching them how to do it.
They pre-select a painting in advance from our website. They go to the website. There's like a lot of paintings to choose from. They say, okay, that's what we want to learn for our event. I come, I bring the easels, the canvases, the paints. We literally turn your space into like the coolest art studio.
Oh.
And yeah, so we do guide them. We do teach them. But during that process, they're learning technique. They're learning shading. They're learning everything, like a crash course in under 2 hours. And they all walk away, like you can see in these pictures, they literally all walk away with a professional piece of art.
Is that at IDC?
No, that actually, I work with all the Birthright and Maya Note, all these programs that come over. That was during the summer with the Maya Note programs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you literally provide them, you know, the materials, you said like the canvases, whatever it is that you guys are doing, and you're also helping them learn. And so you said each one is about 2 hours, right?
An hour and a half to 2 hours, depends how much they're drinking. Yeah. Often it's with wine.
Oh, that's fun.
Obviously not the kids, but the adult ones are with wine.
And you come to their venue, like what type of different venues? What, their houses, offices, like all of that?
Well, we work with Mike's Place Jerusalem. We do one every single month there. We're actually opening a studio in the Arnona in the end of August.
Amazing.
So we'll be running them there. But currently, yeah, people call us, you know, for team building, for offices, we did, you know, Cisco. We do a lot of office parties. We go to them. If they need help finding a location, we do use different venues.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me, you know, it seems all simple and easy and we're going to paint and have fun, but there are some misconceptions. I know there was something that happened on Facebook, you know, and things people don't agree 100% with the concept. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
So, I mean, I'm a strong believer that anyone can paint. You know, what I feel like might be a misconception from what I saw is someone said, okay, so isn't that copying? You know, there's a painting and we're painting
just copying it. Yeah.
And I was like, you know, for me, I feel so strongly that it's not copying.
Right.
We are teaching them the steps. They're getting a blank canvas. They can do what they want with it. If they don't want to follow us, if they see what we're painting and are like, okay, you know, I want to use that idea but do something else, go for it. If they're already an artist, they can take it up a notch. But what we're trying to do is build confidence, build self-esteem, you know, through this step-by-step process, and it's keeping everyone on track.
Right.
I'm teaching steps, they're doing it by themselves. But also, it's not copying, because what they're also doing is they're learning these tools. They're learning shading. They're learning, you know, blending. All these things during the process of recreating this painting.
Right. And it's, like you said, it's a recreation. You're not copying it. Whatever ends up being on their canvas is an abstract piece of art, you know, because it's never going to be the same, ever.
Dude, everyone's is different. When you open it at the end, everyone holds their painting up, right?
Oh my God, I can't even imagine what mine would look like.
Yours would be, I love hearing that.
Yeah.
I love when someone comes in, they're like, I can't paint. I have a third hand.
No,
you know?
I you know, come from a family, Orly, that is very talented, like super, super, super talented in art, in sculpting, and everything that has to do with arts and crafts. And I personally don't feel like I have that gene. You know what I mean? So I think I would definitely take you up on a paint party event. I would definitely have to look into it. So tell me, where can people contact you? You know, and set up an event.
So first of all, they can go to our website, which is www.paintpartyevents.com. Yes. They can go to Facebook. Face Party. Facebook, it's Paint Party Events Israel. Okay. Also on Instagram, Paint Party Events Israel. Amazing. It's pretty, you know, we're out there. Yeah. And there's a lot of events they can sign up for. And also to book us. It's a great team building
Definitely
experience.
For, coworkers, like you said, just friends looking for a fun night.
Yes. We do a lot of date nights.
Ooh,
really.
I love that.
Learn a lot about
date night with some wine night, with some pain, everything goes a little crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining me, Nina. I definitely have to take part in one of your events.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you guys are out there looking for a fun and interactive arts and crafts night with your family, your friends, or, you know, maybe even coworkers, like we said, check out the Paint Party Events website to find out more. Guess who is back? Ladies and gentlemen, I have to ask you a serious question. How have we even been keeping up with international news without my next guest? She's our Israeli and international news correspondent and is here to give us the rundown on some drama. Noa Boneh.
Guess who's back?
Back again. That was perfect indication we didn't even practice.
Yeah.
Hi.
It was totally impromptu.
It was totally unplanned. Tell me everything. What's up?
Okay, girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. So, what do you want to talk about? There's so many things that happen.
Okay, there actually really are a lot of things that happen, but I know you have two topics that we need to be talking about, so let's do the rundown. Go.
Okay, so Static and Ben El. This is how you say it in English.
Static and Ben El. Static and Ben El Tavori. There are two.
You don't say his family name.
That's true,
Ben
actually.
El. It's like Beyonce. Everybody knows.
So I think we talked once in the past about a song, Tudo Bom, that they did. It was Portuguese. It blew up. You probably heard it. Anyway, really famous duo here in Israel.
They got an international contract with a really big record label, and now they have their new song. Gumi Gum.
What is that?
It's like a famous popsicle. It's like a name of a pop, but it's not a commercial. I checked it. It's not a commercial.
I did my fact checking first.
Yeah, so it's not a commercial. They just decided to do it. God knows why. So this
Gumi Gum.
Gumi Gum.
That's the name of it.
That's the name of the song.
Isn't gumi means like gummy bears, you know, like
gumi, it's like
gummy candy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the common name for gummy bears, gummy
whatever.
Worms,
I
don't know.
Whatever it is, whatever form of animal.
What's interesting about this video, besides it's a good song, you know, it's like a summer hit, like the regular summer hit that you get. The thing is that, first of all, the video is kind of, it's really good, it's well made,
of course.
But so the thing is, people think that the video is a little bit too inspired by things we're already seen. So they got the Salmon Dance, which is a really famous song by Chemical Brothers, that you have the same concept of a guy talking to his fish tank, like in the Static and Ben El video.
Oh.
Also, there's like an entire creative genre of videos, more like in EDM. Avicii has 2 videos of those about like someone in an office life, he gets bored, then he decides to break the rules. You got it at levels, you can have in the song I Can Be the One.
Right.
So like the concept is not very fresh.
It's not something we have never seen before.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
yeah.
Which I'm actually really used to seeing with this duo. You know,
Yeah,
the Tudo Bom music video I thought was super creative and very interesting.
But the thing is with Static and Ben El, I think they kind of take advantage of the fact because Israel used to be really behind in culture and in ideas and videos and more international music, and they decided to use that and do content and do videos and do music that sounds like things that we know abroad from international
mainstream, like international music.
So like here it's new, it's nice. You have even a Yoplait, which is like a bar.
The commercial.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like a yogurt that's like the commercial is basically the same thing of like a guy in an office with the entire art concept.
So people are saying that, they took inspiration but a little too much inspiration? Like they weren't unique enough and original.
Yes, and also the beat of the song. They really like the Brazilian rhythm. Yeah. And the Brazilian, like, it's between reggaeton and hip hop.
With a crazy bass, like a very, very hard
It's
bass.
very danceable, but the thing is, it sounds like a lot of songs that we know. Like, it sounds also like To The Bomb, which is a very famous song of them.
Yeah.
And also, you know, songs from the Brazilian culture that, like, are really well known. And
so it's just like a mix mash of, like, you know, the, not... maybe lack of originality, we could say, also in the song and with...
I sometimes every time they like release a new song, I always think that they have like, you know, like a fish tank, like an empty fish tank, empty of water with notes, and they just like take a note. Yeah. It's like Office.
Great. Yeah. And like, let's incorporate this into our music videos.
Beat.
Right.
Yes.
And so what have people been, like, have they responded to these accusations, or are they sticking by the fact that it was
They don't care, I guess.
I really don't think they do, because
we can talk and talk about it, but they're studying in Manel. They're really famous. Yeah. It doesn't matter at all.
I think that they already have a name for themselves here in Israel. And I mean, I do genuinely think abroad, mainly with American Jews and stuff like that, that they do have a name for themselves. They're the cool, more mainstream, international type vibes here in Israel, as opposed to Israeli singers that are, you know, heard like, you know, Omer Adam or Moshe Peltz or whoever it is we're going to think about.
Which is like more Mediterranean
vibe. Exactly. This is pure mainstream. Yeah. Okay, so... I like the song. I think the beat's actually really fun, you know? Yeah, but we're going to get sick of it in about like 2 weeks, something like that. They'll probably overplay it.
It's like the same summer hit. It's like, will be, you know, a big hit for like a month, and then everybody will...
we'll talk about it when we're talking about one of their latest songs that sounds like that. Anyway, that was a great topic, but we have one more topic that we needed to discuss.
So...
and I'm very interested in this one.
So do you know Yuval Amvulbal?
If this is him, then no.
Confused Yuval.
Yuval means confused, so confused Yuval. Yeah, Yuval.
So he's a really big hit in the whole children's section. You know, he's like, it's like kind of Pee Wee Herman in his vibe. Like, he has the weird voice, and he does shows and, you know, concerts and TV.
Festivals and everything.
Yeah, he's a really big in the Little League.
Yeah, Little League, literally.
Literally. So Yuval, that his full name is Yuval Shem Tov, he was accused of possession and using drugs, cocaine, actually, during his time that he was like a children's star, you know. So that was the first accusation, and then there was like an entire piece, like a huge piece on Hakol Ishi, which is an Israeli kind of documentary
type TV show.
Yeah, it's like cheaper 60 Minutes.
Okay, I got it. The Israeli version of 60 Minutes.
And so they actually exposed audio, like voice messages that he sent his dealer about that he's using drugs during shows, between shows, that he's selling the merchandise, and that he takes cash from there to pay the drug dealer. So there's like a whole story about it.
Hundreds of thousands of millions of kids are watching this guy, and you want to know what's real.
Yeah, and you know, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but there's a lot of stars that are using drugs. But when you are such, you know, big in the children's...
Specifically.
Yeah, in the children's division, you have to be more responsible
and you have to be more aware. Yeah, you have to be more careful. All right, so I guess we'll have you back in when we have some more information about Yuval Amvulbal. Thank you so much, Noah, for coming in.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yes, it's always good to be back. There you have it, people. All the ins and outs, the updated info, and everything in between on Israeli and international news by the one and only Noah Bonet. Okay, you guys for sure missed my next guest. I think he's the only person that has actually made me cry on this show, and not in a bad way, of course, just out of pure and utter shock. And I know for a fact he has something crazy cooked up for today. So say hello to master mentalist Daniel Aled. How are you?
How are you?
You are back on the show. I think the last time I saw you was actually at your show.
Yeah.
We're on my show now, Bahas on your show, and you freaked me out. You really, really genuinely did. I brought a friend and she couldn't stop talking about it afterwards. Tell us a little bit about, you know, the show and what can we expect to see today?
Okay, well, as you remember, I talked about it in the past. The show is called The King of Pogs, and it's very different than most magic or mentalism shows, because it's basically a show that revolves around the story. There's a story arc. You saw it there. It's compiled over a few small stories that interact to become this one big point, let's call it.
And I mean, at least for the show that I was watching, it was based on your life. You know what I mean? Each age level, different experience, different story that had to connect with a different trick or whatever it is you call it.
Episode, I call it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And I'm actually very excited to tell you, this is like the first time I'm saying this live anywhere. The show was accepted into something called Icon.
Amazing. What is Icon?
It's the Israeli version of Comic-Con.
Wow, that's huge. So
Yeah.
this is an exclusive news, everybody. Nobody else knows this. You got accepted. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
so what can we expect? When is it?
So Icon is going to be on September. From the 25th till the 27th. I'm hoping I'm getting the dates right, but my show is like the last day is the 27th. It opens that day.
Right.
So it's Sukkot, so it's national holiday. Everybody can come.
Everybody has off. Everybody can make it. No excuses. Nothing.
Yeah. So let's try something.
Yes, let's go.
So this is actually a part of the show. You'd recognize this. You saw this. And it revolves around the idea of us having to believe that we are able to do stuff that we usually don't think that we can.
Right.
It's not about, well, if I believe I can do it, I will definitely be able to do it. But you have to at least try. You have to at least give yourself that credit that you might be able to do something.
I might be a master mentalist myself.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Who knows? If you are, though, don't take my job.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So this is very simple. There are these 5 very simple shapes. These are called ESP shapes. I have the exact same 5.
Okay.
In a second, I'm going to choose one, and you're going to read my mind. Okay? I'm not going to read yours. You're going to read my mind.
Okay.
It's very simple. It's very easy. Don't think about it. And don't think to yourself, well, there is some sort of trick to it.
No.
Just believe that you can actually do it.
Okay.
Okay? If it helps you, imagine we're in a theater, and you're playing the part of the mind reader. So you're believing in it.
I'm trying to clear my head so that I don't think about anything else. Okay, let's do this.
So I'll give you the cards, okay?
Yes.
And I'm gonna go for one of the cards. I'm gonna go for this one, okay? So look at me, and just imagine there's like a power line from my mind to yours.
Okay.
And the thought just transfers. Now in a second you're gonna go over the cards. One of them is going to feel right. Whichever one feels right, take it out, place it face down here, okay? Wait a minute, this is not some sort of a code or anything. It's not, you don't have to go for the one on the right, because I said right, okay? Whichever one feels right, not necessarily the one on the right, okay? So just place it face
flat?
down. Face down, face down.
Face
so
down.
But look at them.
I did. I already
You
know.
did? Okay. And that one felt right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm really nervous.
I don't want you to think, maybe everybody go for the same shape on the first try, okay? So,
Wait.
Is that
Yes,
the one?
this is it.
Okay. So I don't want you to think maybe everybody go for the same one.
Right.
Okay, so just so you know, this is completely fair. We're gonna do 2 shapes, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna do another one. So I'm gonna go for this one. So look at me. And again, whichever one feels right, place it face down, not gonna look.
Okay.
Just place it on top so we don't mix the order.
Got it. This.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, everybody, they start off with one, then they say to themselves, well, I'm gonna go for that one. Then they say, everybody go for that one for the second one. So just so you know, this is completely fair. We're gonna do a third one, okay? Whichever one feels right.
Okay.
Don't think about it, just like that.
Oh my God, I don't know. Okay, whatever.
Okay, if you were correct up till now, and this is the stressful part, you should be left in your hand with the star and the circle. Do you have the star and the circle?
Yes.
Yes. Show them. Yes. But wait, this is not the craziest part.
Right,
yet.
that isn't.
Take the cards you
My
place
hands
on
are
the table.
sweaty.
One by one, from the top, so don't change the order, okay? One by one.
No! I cannot believe that just happened. You don't understand. I saw you doing this trick on your show, and I looked at the guy, and I was like, he just guessed, right? There's no way. Like, I would be, my hands are sweating. I was like, what if I picked the wrong one? Like, maybe I didn't think hard enough, and like, I really might take your job. I don't know what to tell you. I am the master mentalist.
You are.
This is the solution. Okay.
Okay, so
That was crazy enough.
that was crazy, but I have something crazier. And I'll tell you, one of the things I like most about...
I can't believe that just happened. I'm still so shocked. Okay, continue.
One of the things that I love most about being a mentalist is that I get to travel a lot.
Right.
I'm booked for shows, for corporate and private events all over the world,
Right.
and I get to see a lot of really cool places and meet a lot of interesting people. But there's also a problem in it, because since I travel all the time, people, they expect me to bring back gifts.
Right.
Because I'm everywhere all the time.
Constantly different countries,
And-
yeah.
and you were expecting something also. I saw it.
I was. You went
didn't say
to
anything,
New York, where I'm from, right?
Exactly. I was in New York a week ago.
In my
I just
city.
came back. And while I was there, I was thinking I have to bring you something. So I didn't know what to bring. I didn't know what would make you happy.
Okay.
So I made a list of things that I think that might make you happy, okay? And I wrote it all down. Yes, and there are a lot of different things here. It ranges all the way from chewing gum to an iPad to a brand new BMW, okay? But you're gonna choose one. Okay. And whichever one you choose is going to be inside this box.
A brand new BMW.
Wait. People at home might be thinking to themselves, well, it was obvious she was gonna go for the brand new BMW. Also, there's a puppy on the list, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of you just going through the list and choosing one that people might think, oh, it was obvious that she would like that one, there are 10 items here.
Okay.
I want you to think of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you got one?
Yeah.
Change your mind to a different one.
Oh my God, that's so annoying. Okay.
And change your mind one last time. Because I don't want you to think...
Okay.
I don't want you to think maybe everybody go for the same number. Okay? Got one?
Yeah.
Okay. So what number did you get to?
3.
3. Okay. Yeah. So can you read out loud what's on number 3?
Stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. All the way from New York. No. Now, would that be amazing if there is a stuffed animal all the way from New York inside this box?
No, what would be amazing was to know what the first 2 numbers was, but yeah, that would be crazy.
The second one was the BMW, yes. I can tell you that.
There's no stuffed animal.
There's no stuffed animal.
No.
Or maybe there is.
There's none.
It's a fun feeling of opening a box because you never know what's inside. It might be that, it might not be that. I think I'm just gonna leave you at that.
No, I have to open the box.
You have to open it. You have to open it. A stuffed animal from New York.
No! I heart New York. In this box that I have never touched before in my life, I picked a random number and then switched my mind and then picked another random number and then again. And I cannot believe this. This is so cute. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is amazing. So, really quickly, before we wrap up, I talk about this all the time. Where can we find your shows? This was insane. I'm not over it, but I'm not crying again on this show. I refuse to cry again on this show. Tell me where we can find you, Facebook, website.
So you can find me on Facebook, Daniel Harel. My Instagram is Real Daniel Harel. My website is danielharel.co.il.
Just a lot of Daniel Harels.
Yeah, you can see a pattern here.
Yeah.
Next upcoming show of King of Pogs is in Icon Festival in September.
Which is an exclusive. Nobody knows that, so it's very exciting.
and after that, there will be new dates published for shows in November and December and so on.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming in. You'll be back on the show to freak me out some more. Trust me.
Obviously.
Honestly, I just don't know what you guys are waiting for. Go check out Daniel Harel's website and Facebook page to find out when his next show is, because I'm telling you, from experience and from this show, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Don't miss out. That is unfortunately all the time we have left for today's episode. Crazy episode, weird episode. I wanted to thank all our guests for coming into the studio, and of course, all you viewers out there that are just dying to catch up on Israel in Style. Check us out on iltv.tv/Israel in Style. Have a fabulous week, everyone.